Hey YouTube, Herbal Prepper here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a small meal to pack away in your little mylar bags, which are also known as Capri Sun packs. So if you buy these for your children, have your children bring them to you and do not throw them away. So the ingredients that I'm going to be using are chia seeds. If you watch my channel, you know that I use chia seeds because they are so very nutritious for you. And they also are great for retaining water, which is great if you're dehydrated. They're also great to thicken up soups, which you can also use potato flakes to thicken up a soup. A bouillon cube. This is beef because we're going to be using beef as our meat. I'm going to be using about 1/8 of a cup of ground beef, excuse me, and then the boil in a bag white rice. Now you can use the conventional white rice that you would buy, but they have to cook. It has to cook much longer. These are quick cook, the 10-minute meals. And so what I have done is I have taken one of the bags and cut it open, and then if you read you always go by what this says, because I have multiple different boxes. Some I got at Sam's, some I got at Walmart, so the size bag might range. Each bag makes about 2 cups. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook my rice, which will be packed away in my MRE, in 2 cups of water, because if you read here it says pour about 1 cup of water into a medium saucepan. Okay, the reason I don't want to do 1 quart of water is because that makes 1 whole bag, and as you see I'm not doing a whole bag. So basically what I've already done is put in about 1/8 of a cup of ground beef, and I really just eyeball my chia seeds. So that's about maybe a teaspoon, a little over. And then I want to take my funnel and pour my rice in. Now this is a 1/2 bag. This is quick cook, so it cooks in 10 minutes, so you don't have to sit there and wait on the meal for an hour or 2 till the rice is nice and soaked. And at this point I'm just going to pour. Woo! Will you grab this so I don't drop it? I have my little assistant here to help me. Just go ahead and pour the rest of that in. Shake it down into the bag for me, please. Okay, so what we've done is we've poured the 1/2 bag into the mylar, which it will actually hold all of it. It just takes a little bit of time because it clogs up the funnel here. Plug your finger up on the bottom of it and tip it over. Uh oh, there it goes. Try it again. There we go. Every time we gotta do it. Okay, and as you can see, all of those ingredients fill it almost all the way up. This is about the room that you want to give yourself to seal it. And so at this point in time, we'll open up the beef bouillon cube, and we'll now this beef bouillon cube is something I got from Sam's. You can read about how much, and you just want to throw it in there, and you can read about how much 1 cube will make. It's dissolve 1 cube in 8 ounces, which is a cup of water. And so I have some that are larger for a larger meal, and then I have some that are smaller. So again, you want to go by your box directions, and once you get to doing this, it'll be easy to pick up on. So at this point, I have my seasoning, I have my rice, I have my meat, and I have my chia seeds, which is just some extra nutrition to help make it thicker. Now, again, follow the directions, and once you have that done, you want to make a label. Now this is beef and rice, cook in 2 cups of water. It cooks for 10 minutes. Let me lean it up against here. And then, of course, I put the month. I put the month that I'm going to seal it, the year. I always put with an O2 absorber, and then chia seeds, and I also have seasoning in there. And so at this point, I'm going to hand it over to her, and she's going to film me sealing it up for you guys. So I want to take my 100 cc, because that's about as much as I need for this strength. I'm going to take 100 cc, open it up, grab one out, and then close it back up instantly, because these have about a 2-minute time that they'll start sucking. So after about 2 minutes, they're going to start sucking up the oxygen. So if you leave it open, it's going to suck up the oxygen from your room, but if you close it up, it's just going to suck up all the oxygen out of this. Once you open it up out of the original package, you want to use these fairly quickly. Yes, this is a mason jar and it seals up pretty good, but even still, you don't want to keep this for a year because they'll be worthless to you. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and move everything so I don't spill anything here. And I'm going to take my bag and I'm going to fold it over and grab my, oh, here it is. Alright, here we go. And as you'll hear it, it'll go break the seal. Grab one, put the lid back on it, first priority. Open this up, tilt it to the side, shove it down in there as far as you can get it, just enough away from the top here, because you're going to seal this and you don't want to seal up your oxygen absorber up into this area. So you want to have a good flat surface. Alright, and at this point you just lay it on the side and you take your heat source and run it across. Very simple, guys. You can do this with your hair straightener, your wife's hair straightener, but I do suggest that you not do that without her permission. Those are very expensive, much more expensive than these, and these are very thick mylar bags, and so you can actually run a pretty hot iron across this without worrying about it sealing up, or see, it will sometimes rub off on your heat source here. So and at this point I'm going to get my label, which is right over there. Will you grab that for me? And so once you have it like this, you're going to throw your label on it, and then you want to let it sit. I always let anything I seal up with an oxygen absorber sit on a flat surface. And the reason I do this is because if you happen to not get a good seal for whatever reason through the little capillaries that leak up, you don't want to pack it away until you she's having a hard time getting the label off. You don't want to pack it away and realize that, let me have it. This is hilarious. Anyways, guys, she actually just wrote this on a piece of paper. So, I'm so sorry. Anyways, you would put your label,